Hey guys, what's up? Aaron here, coming at you with another Suave Midnight cryptids video. Today, I want to talk with you about a very interesting cryptid called the Flatwoods Monster. The Flatwoods Monster, also known as the Braxton County Monster, or Braxy by the locals, is a cryptid that was sighted in the forests of Flatwoods, West Virginia, and Frametown, West Virginia, respectively. It is believed to be of alien nature. This entity was initially reported as being about 10 feet tall and 4 feet wide. It appeared to be some sort of robotic suit or spacecraft rather than an organic being. It had a cowl in the shape of an ace of spades behind a red round head. Set in the head were two eyes, described as portholes, glowing green-orange and the size of $half. The body was a metallic, armored structure lined with thick vertical pipes. Discrepancies do exist in the actual color of the suit, some claiming it to be black while others say green. The existence of arms is a similar matter. Most state that the monster was armless, while others claim it possessed small, toy-like arms. The Frametown monster, believed to be the same creature from Flatwoods, bore similar pipe-lined metallic armor from the waist down. From the waist up, however, the other being was reptilian in nature. Now let's talk about the sightings. The first sighting at 7:15 p.m. on September 12th, 1952, three young men witnessed a bright object cross the sky. The object came to rest on land belonging to a local farmer. Once they saw the thing land, the boys went to one of their mom's houses where they reported seeing a UFO crash land in the hills. From there, the boys and a group of locals went to the farm to try and find whatever it was that the boys had seen. One of the locals' dogs ran ahead out of sight and started barking, and moments later ran back to the group with its tail between its legs. After traveling about a quarter of a mile, the group reached the top of a hill where they reportedly saw a large pulsating ball of fire about 50 feet away. They also saw and smelled a mist that made their eyes and nose burn. A farmer then noticed two small lights over to the left of the object and directed his flashlight towards them, revealing the creature, which was reported to have emitted a shrill hissing noise before gliding eerily towards them, changing direction at the last moment and then heading off towards the red light. At this point, understandably, the group fled in panic. Upon returning home, the mother contacted the local sheriff and a news reporter. The reporter conducted a number of interviews and returned to the site with the farmer later that night, where he reported that there was a sickening, burnt metallic odor still prevailing in the area. The sheriff and his deputy searched the area separately, but found no trace of the encounter. Early the next morning, the reporter visited the site of the encounter for a second time and discovered two tracks in the mud, as well as traces of a thick black liquid. He immediately reported them as being possible signs of a saucer landing, based on the premise that the area had not been subjected to traffic for at least a year. It was later revealed that the tracks were more likely to have been those of a Chevrolet pickup truck, driven by a local who'd gone to the site to look for the creature some hours prior to Stewart's discovery. After the event, investigators associated with civilian saucer investigation obtained a number of accounts from witnesses who claimed to have experienced a similar or related phenomena. These accounts included the story of a mother and her 21-year-old daughter who claimed to have encountered a creature with the same appearance and odor a week prior to the September 12th incident. The encounter reportedly affected the daughter so badly that she was confined to a hospital for almost 3 weeks. They also gathered a statement from the mother of a local farmer, in which she said that at the approximate time of the crash, her house had been violently shaken and her radio had cut out for 45 minutes. And a report from the director of the local board of education in which he claimed to have seen a flying saucer taking off at 6:30 on the morning of September 13th, the morning after the creature was first sighted. The day after the Flatwoods incident, a couple taking a leisurely drive through the mountains of Frametown, West Virginia at dusk, were met with a similarly horrific experience. Their car came to a sudden stop and refused to start again. Shortly thereafter, a putrid sulfuric odor filled the air. The couple, circling the vehicle in hopes of spotting the culprit, spotted something far worse than they could have imagined. From the waist down, it was similar to the Flatwoods monster, but from the waist up, it was described as a reptilian humanoid. This creature, thought to be the same creature sighted in the Flatwoods, is known as the Frametown Monster. The Flatwoods Monster sprung into existence soon after the Mothman series of incidents began to plague the town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Point Pleasant was able to turn their local cryptid into a major source of tourism, and it is still today the city's main source of revenue. It is possible that citizens of Braxton County saw the money that Point Pleasant was making off the Mothman related to tourism, and perhaps they wanted to recreate the results with their own local myth. There is evidence to back this up as well, by the fact that the story of the Flatwoods Monster contains multiple inconsistencies. For instance, there are two very different descriptions of the Flatwoods Monster. Further evidence that this legend is a hoax comes from a common characteristics in rural areas such as Braxton County: everyday gossip. I don't know about in your school, but in my school, we did a game called the telephone game, and basically, the teacher tells, everybody lines up, the teacher tells one kid a turn of phrase, like a banana is the color yellow, and you have to whisper that down the line into each other's ear, and then by the time it gets to the end of the line, it's completely changed into something different. And of course you'll have people that are purposefully changing it because they purposely want to mess it up. But that's part of the game, and that's part of gossip too. But yeah, you have gossip. Generally speaking, big news, seeing an alien in the woods, that would definitely travel quickly in a small community. And because of this, people often want to be involved in the news for a chance in the spotlight. Unfortunately, just as I was saying, this often leads to the information being completely warped and blown out of proportion. Interestingly, the Flatwoods design actually ended up becoming a popular design for aliens in Japan, having been used in numerous video games and media. The Flatwoods Monster appears as the final boss of the NES video game Emagon. And in the anime series Sergeant Frog, an alien modeled after the Flatwoods Monster appears in the episode Fake It Till You Make It. The Legend of Zelda, this is probably one that you've seen as well, Majora's Mask, features creatures referred to as them invading the Romani Ranch in a UFO, and they bear a striking resemblance to the Flatwoods Monster. What else? Yeah, and of course, the new Fallout 76 game, which is set in Appalachia, there is a cryptid enemy that it's straight up, it's just the Flatwoods Monster. But it doesn't really look anything like the original Flatwoods Monster. Oh, man. Fuck. Who designed this stuff, man, bro? Bethesda, what are you doing to Fallout, bro? Anyways, that's a rant for a different time. Alright, that has been a little video on the Flatwoods Monster. Thank you for watching. Definitely more uploads coming soon. Halloween's coming up soon, and I definitely want to get more cryptid and paranormal videos out for you guys. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you would be so kind. Thank you very much, and goodbye.